And the Patriots, basically a Patriots reporter said from everything he's gathered this week, so it looks like he had made a ton of calls, the New England Patriots plan A at quarterback is to try and get Jimmy Garoppolo. So I have two questions here for you guys. One, should that be the New England Patriots plan A? And two, what is the likelihood that they can actually end up getting him? Blake, you want this first or Grant?
I'll go. Sure. So should this be their plan A? Looking at the other quarterbacks that are out there, like available that have, had talks with the Patriots, he seems like one of the better options in the sense that he's somewhat familiar with Bill, even though it's been years. And the fact that the other guys haven't really been linked to them as much, I think he would be a great option. Now, if this all depends on if the Niners cut him and have another plan at quarterback, right? Because that's really what it comes down to. They're not just going to cut him and just go in with Josh Rosen, or at least you would think not and hope not. But I really think he is the best option familiarity-wise. They have a good O-line. I know we've mentioned it as a lack of mobility. They really do have a great O-line. Their weapons are, let's put it this way.
Some of those guys are free agents, though. But, yeah.
They're
Andrews, Tooney.
Yeah, Tooney and Andrews.
Yeah.
Their weapons are abysmal. There's really no other way.
So bad.
They have the worst weapons in the league. But they have cap space, draft guy, probably sign a free agent because still can't draft receivers well. But beside the point, I think he'd probably be their best option at quarterback and someone they could realistically.
Grant?
No, I don't think he's the best option for any team at starting quarterback. He gets hurt too much. He's straight up a mirage. I'm sorry. Burden of proof is on him. If the Patriots think that they can bring him in and rehabilitate him and keep him healthy, they're playing themselves. But good news for the Niners if they think that. And can they trade for him? Yeah, I think so. I think the Niners would be happy to send him back there. I think they just probably feel no rush. Maybe if they wait, Patriots will get antsy, offer more, or better to just trade it after the Niners take whoever they want to take in the draft, round 1 or round 2. I do think that he'll end up back in New England. And they'll be disappointed. He'll probably play pretty well, and then he'll probably get hurt, and then it'll be like, wow, what are you surprised about?
What do you
So
think?
I'm going to have a more positive, optimistic approach expectation for New England. I actually think it's a great fit for New England. For whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan never fully bought into Jimmy Garoppolo. But for whatever reason, Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels have always fully bought into Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he's a great fit. I think something that the Patriots have that the league has been sleeping on is they've developed a power run game that's ready to go in New England. Blake brought up their offensive line. Damian Harris from Alabama was running people over at the end of last year. So they've got a power run game that's ready to go. And I think with the NFL, with all the smaller linebackers and all of that, you're going to see that big New England Patriots offensive line run people over. They're going to run the ball and play good defense. I think they just need a quarterback that's comfortable with what they do, familiar with what they do, and a personality that they're comfortable with. I still think there's a possibility that Cam Newton is a good fit. I didn't think he played as bad as people made it out to be last year. I think people overdid it with a few tweets of him making bad throws. But in the reality of the situation is, how the hell was Cam Newton supposed to be successful throwing the ball to Jacoby Myers, Julian Edelman, who had 7 different injuries that he was managing throughout the season, and N'Keal Harry, who's lost all confidence? Like, who was going to be successful with that? But yeah, I think Jimmy Garoppolo would be a good option. I think the biggest thing to look for with Garoppolo is what do they do with his money? Because I think regardless of what happens, I don't think he will be paid or have a cap hit that's $25 million next year if he's with the New England Patriots. I think they'll manage his cap hits, and I think he's going to be in the $10 to $15 million cap range, which I think is going to work well for the Patriots. They have a ton of cap room, ton of draft picks. Their defense is going to be serious. So I think it'll be a really good fit for New England.
I don't see New England as having a great running game. I think that's a little bit of the Cam Newton effect. When Cam's in the backfield, he's pretty much the person that defenses are keying in on, and I think he's always had a good effect on running backs. If you take him out and replace him with Jimmy, who's not a zone read threat, I think look what their running numbers were in 2019 with Tom Brady. Sony Michel couldn't do anything. So I don't know about that. If they do get
Jimmy,
have
David Andrews.
Okay, well, they may not have David Andrews next year either. Unless they resign.
They have the
They
money
do have a lot of
sign
cap
him.
space. They do have the money.
Yeah.
Let's see if they. Usually, if these guys hit the open market, the Patriots won't enter a bidding war. They're kind of like the Niners that way. But we'll see. Look, they need to get any quarterback that goes there some receivers, and maybe they'll get Odell Beckham Jr. Maybe they'll bring in Jimmy and Odell Beckham Jr.
So, Blake, before you go real quick, I did want to address, Grant, your point about the run game being attributed to Cam Newton. And so I was just wondering. I don't know how much of the Patriots you watched this year, but one of the fundamental changes that they made in the middle of this year, if you remember, they started off, Cam Newton got COVID, and they went to like 2-6, 2-7, and then they came back and finished strong, right? So when they went to 2-6, 2-7, they actually got away from doing the zone read stuff with Cam Newton. Cam Newton, when they ran the ball with him, it was a lot of quarterback power, quarterback draws where you're pulling the guard and running Cam Newton like a running back. When they ran the ball, it was Cam Newton under center, and it was turn around and hand the ball back, and it was gap scheme, power scheme, inside zone, outside zone, everything you can ask for in your run game with Damian Harris. So I think that would still be effective with Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right. Hey, that's fine, because all I saw is that Damian Harris went from averaging – well, he only ran the ball 4 times. I just know that the Patriots' run game stunk in 2019. It was part of the problem. And then all of a sudden in 2020, it was fabulous. And so I was wondering what changed there. Well, a lot of things.
Damian Harris is a really good running back, too.
Yes, he is.
I think he's a lot better than Sony Michel. And, yeah, like Vish said, their O-line is really, really good with Andrews and Tooney. Do you guys think it's realistic that the Patriots actually get him? Because that would require, the Niners to have a little bit of a plan going forward without him.
I don't know. What do you think, Vish?
Yeah, so the way it's currently set up, I think when we both went on that roundtable with Jason, you said Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be the next quarterback for the Niners, so I'm assuming you think there's not a method for the Patriots to get him. I said Sam Darnold. I think that's what the Niners move is going to end up being.
Before all these reports came out from New England that the Patriots are like set on Jimmy G. Like, well, that's great news. I didn't know that. Great. Yeah. I don't know. So you think Sam Darnold?
I think the Niners will send Jimmy Garoppolo back to New England, and I think their quarterback will be Sam Darnold. When Adam Schefter tweets this news, I'm gonna tweet it with the barf emoji because I'm gonna be so upset about like all the moves we've discussed for an entire year of doing Mondays with Vish, and it's Sam Darnold that it ends up being. But
I think they're going to draft a quarterback. I think Jimmy's going to go back to the Patriots, and the Niners will get Teddy Bridgewater, and he'll be the quarterback for like a month or two, something like that. Teddy probably week 1, I would say.
Teddy Two Gloves. If they just draft a quarterback, just put him in there. Do not bring in Teddy Two Gloves.
They will, though. They will. I think
Blake. Answer your own question.
Jimmy's gonna stay on the Niners. I'm pretty confident. I mean, I know there's a lot of coaches talk during the year and stuff, but even this offseason, they've seemed like they've remained faithful with Jimmy, and he's gonna stay. I think it'd be crazy just seeing Garoppolo back in New England. That would just be crazy. Like just the sheer madness of him being gone for 4 years, and then him actually being the head coach.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take. All right, I'm just gonna throw out a hot take, and it's not even. It's weird because I sound like a hypocrite, but I think if the Patriots got Jimmy Garoppolo, they might end up being a better team next year than the 49ers without Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think they would be a better team than the 49ers with Jimmy Garoppolo too. Just saying that Jimmy Garoppolo is not the difference here. I just think New England's gonna have a loaded roster, and if they have a quarterback that they're comfortable with, who's comfortable with them, they can. I think they're going to be a playoff team next year for sure.
They're not loaded at receiver. They're not loaded.
Don't throw the ball with them.
Don't throw the ball. Yeah, Jimmy's really good at handing off. We can say that. I mean, he's got some of the best handoff left hand, right hand. I mean, whoo! Sometimes he fakes with the left and hits you with the right. It's like, wow, no look handoffs. That's the next step for Jimmy, the no look handoff. I heard he's working on it. Sources told me.
It's a hot take, man. It's a hot take. It's not a research take.
You are wrong. Apostrophe.
All right, guys.
Get right, Adrian.
Come on. We're wrong on predictions already. Gosh. If only I could see the future.
No, I think you really think Sam Darnold? Ugh. They might do Sam Darnold, but I think that's if they miss out on whichever quarterback they're targeting. I think there's someone they like. I don't know who it is, but I bet you that's got to be someone they like. They can't be like
out of existence, baby.
We don't need
Speak it
anyone
out
in
of
this draft because we got
existence.
Sam Darnold. That's like being, we don't need anyone in this draft. We got Kirk Cousins on the way. Like, no!
Speak it out
Come
of
on.
existence, baby.
Pick someone else.
Speak it
Because
out
even
of
if you do like Sam
existence.
Darnold, if he plays well, then you got to give him a contract at the end of the year. No! Don't do it.